man. Bangladesh gaining in confidence, the crowd behind them. Tries to pull that one and does succeed. It's 2. And a lovely shot there. And it's going to be 4, the ball just rolling over the fence.
Well, that's the shot of the morning. Keep pitching it up and get that away swing, looking for the edge of the bat. And on this occasion, just drilling straight down the ground. That really is a terrific sight for any opening batsman.
Quick single, direct hit may be interesting, but too quick for him. I always look forward to watching Seclain bowl at any time, but I'm looking forward to seeing him bowl today. He bowled. He goes over the top. Seclain bowling around about middle and leg, so the leg side is reasonably open.
Javed chancing his arm there a little bit, trying to take the pressure off with the silly mid-off being put in position. There he goes, dancing down the wicket. Not quite middling that ball, but doing enough to take a couple of runs.
With the close catching fielder on the offside there. This one, this goal has gone very, very close to silly mid-off. The ball drifting back to off stump. Very good start by Seclain, 27 without loss. That's why he can bowl the line that he does. Possibly off the pad. He goes, makes the stop, but they'll still get 3.
Yes, that's the signal from the umpire, saying that it's a leg by. 2 balls in succession that Seclain has veered down the leg side. The first one, the batsman swung at it, possibly would have been called a wide if he didn't get a touch. And that's the one. And the next one hit him on the pads, but 3 welcome runs for Bangladesh.
It's also the type of delivery which brought about the stumping dismissal of Sachin Tendulkar yesterday. See the line he's bowling there, trying to pitch it around about middle and off, which is most unusual for an orthodox off spinner, but because he does spin the air, which is not always easy, we've got the advantage of the slow motion camera. The batsman doesn't have that. Time he's gone in the air as the fieldsman out there, straight down his throat, as often happens. You pick out the lone fielder out there. Hussain is the substitute fielder, and the first wicket falls to Pakistan, and that man Seclain has made the breakthrough.
Yes, indeed, Mohammad Hussain, an easy catch for him to send back Habibul Basha. He was looking to hit out, dancing down the wicket, getting a bit bogged down by the tight bowling, trying to loft the ball over the mid-wicket region, and just dishing out a very simple chance to Mohammad Hussain, who doesn't make a mistake. Bangladesh lose their first wicket. Habibul Basha out for 15 of 36 deliveries, and it's 33 for 1.
Yes, it's a very fine line for them. I think they've really got a cont 6.
That's swept away for the second time, taking his left hand off the bat, but does manage to take a run. Javed Omar, the man who has to really take control of things. He's been there since the start.
Javed Omar just settling himself to face Mushtaq. Oh, that's bowled him. Round his legs. Tried to make a sweep from nothing. Stepped outside the off stump to try and work the ball away on the leg side and try and hit it fine. That's the second wicket to fall. The spinners are doing the damage, 38 for 2.
Well, that one he tried to sweep again, really going across to the offside before attempting that shot, making the mistake of not taking care of the turn in the ball. Javed Omar, 17, out bowled by Mushtaq, 38 for 2.
Mushtaq, the leg spinner, off the pad and into leg stump. He went a long way across outside, off stump, to try and work that one away fine. Ball pitching around about middle stump, so very risky manoeuvre. Brings about the second wicket. Javed Omar, the opening batsman, is out for 17.
In spite of that restriction being taken away, he's still got a very attacking field. And there are 2 attacking fielders.
Well, that's one of the poorest deliveries he's bowled, and could just get... No, it's pulled in just in front of the ropes, and they're looking to run 4, and perhaps could have. 3 runs, Bangladesh, another confident shot, and you can see this one is just short and too wide.
Yes, and as you mentioned, the first bad delivery we have seen from Saklan Mushtaq. But I think he has given Pakistan the break. They're bowling 2 different types.
Well, he had the old Hevo there. I think he was a little bit frustrated that he hasn't been able to get him away, and it made up his mind he was going to hit that one. Ended up giving a very good result. So that's the Bangladesh 50, 17.4 overs. Run rate still just a little bit on the low side.
The look of disbelief in the batsman.
Runs here, they'll be looking for 2, and this could be a run out. Is it out? I'm sure it is. And just a nod of the head, and Bangladesh have lost their 3rd wicket. A tragedy, they run out. So Bangladesh 52 for 3.
Then once again, the reserve fielder, 12th man, substitute fielder Mohammad Hussain doing the job. And the batsman not even in the frame from Rashid Latif. Not a straight throw, not a good one, but he did manage to pick it up and break the stump. So
33, 5, 14 and 7, so no real substantial partnerships. And that's out. That's got to be out. Beautiful piece of stumping by Rashid Latif. And Mushtaq strikes again. Just drifting down leg side, trying to sweep. And Latif equal to the occasion there.
that was a brilliant piece of stumping. And Saeed Anwar, his vice-captain, congratulating Rashid Latif for that. And here the third umpire was not required because there it is, Rashid Latif.
A lot more of those if they're going to make a match of it, because it's a very good wicket. His ball is coming on to the bat. Just that these spinners are bowling so well. That's the first bad delivery we've seen for some time.
Back since the 7th over. Hit him outside off stump. The boundary was the first one since the 7th over of the innings, so 20 overs went by. The hand has moved to 11 from 17 balls. Only 7 to Akram Khan from 27. This time he has a go and he's out. Driving at the wider ball. Umpire Russell Tiffin, no trouble at all in giving that one out, and Akram Khan has been put out of his misery.
Yes, certainly. He considered that was coming a long time ago. You can see that. Not certain, not getting to the pitch of it, playing a long way away from it. But of getting out to it, getting on top of it, wasn't certain, and 76 for 5.
Good to 6 for 5.
Off 28.2. New batsman, this Cannon. Ahmed Rafiq.
That's a career average that needs a little bit of work. 20 is highest score. Did that against India the other day. In fact, played some good shots. Thought he looked to be getting more and more confident as he went. 7 years of age, so one of the more experienced players in age, but only the 8 matches, a total of 58 runs. Bit of turn there for Afridi.
Haven't been able to cope with the spin.
That's a fine shot. It's going to be 4 runs. Beautiful shot to deep it off. Beautifully played.
Well, he doesn't mind playing his shots, the left-hander. Saw that in the game against India. This occasion it was up there in the slot. It through the line, got a chance to free his arms. No half measures there.
For the first one,
Very quickly.
second would have been trouble. Wisely they decide against it. It's a fine shot. It's going to be 4 runs. Cut away down to the third man boundary.
Yes, that's a very, very good shot by Mahmood. Used Afridi's pace here. Look how late he comes down on it. He's got a little bit of width. Plays that late. The pace finds the gap on the offside. Extremely well played.
Turned. That's up in the air, and it's going to be single, dropping once again short of the fielder, and it's 89 for 5. Four runs of the over so far. That could be close if it's a direct hit. It's 93 for 5.
Under 25. How long ago was that?
After this ball. I'll keep you guessing, it was in the 60s.
I'll tell you what, seeing Asif now, surprised if it was even 20 years ago. The way he looks younger by the day.
That's the 100 for Bangladesh. Enjoyed by the crowd, welcomed by some crackers, and the run rate now over 3.
Should pick up if Rafiq stays for a while and the two spinners operating. Doesn't mind having a go.
There's Nafi for a catch behind, and he's gone.
Well, a little unfortunate there. Mahmood, if he had left that ball, it might well have been called wide. Fortunately for him, he went after it to really reach out for that one, get an edge. No doubt in the umpire's mind. So Bangladesh lose their 6th wicket, 100 runs for the ball.
Bangladesh now running out of their regular batsman.
Next up, bowling right down over 4 to come.
Ascot there, the Tiger. Take a single, and Afridi completes his 8 overs, 103 for 6. Big one too, but a very quiet one at the moment. That's a fine shot, but it will be cut off before it gets to the fence. 3 more. Keep the bowler. And that's a lovely shot. And it's going to be 4.
Yes, he's a good striker of the ball, Rafiq. Said in the last over he played a very good cricket shot against Saqlain Mushtaq with the spin in the direction of the turning ball. But this is an even better shot. Lovely timing. He split the gap on the offside. That's what Bangladesh need at this stage. Don't want to lose too many more wickets, but they need the boundaries.
Another well-played shot, but all travelling far too quickly for him to think of a single.
That's right, they're the ones that really count.
It's up in the air, and he's out caught. A very good catch, diving to his left, and he's out caught and bowled.
Well, he picks up so many wickets with this delivery of his. Top spinner that just will lead the right-hander.
Pull the new man in. Sweeps well, and it goes straight to a fielder. And it's through him. That's Mushtaq there. 4 runs, and needed 4 runs for Bangladesh. Bring the crowd to their feet. It's rather Akhtar, not Mushtaq. So it's Akhtar.
Yes, they're both similar in size, similar in height as well, Mansoor Akhtar and Mushtaq Ahmed. This one going right through his legs, not bending enough. He's just taken his eyes off the ball.
Slash down to third man. Rafiq looks best of the Bangladeshis today.
Yes, he's been the most entertaining of them as well.
Down the wicket he comes using his feet, but he'll only get the single. Rashid Latif would be quite happy to give away the odd single here.
Stages of the game, Saqlain Mushtaq. I said the reason why he gets all these wickets is because of the variety he has. Take a look at the change of pace here. He was tossing up deliveries to Rafiq, but this one's quicker through the air, spins as well, doesn't give the batsman too much of time. That's a classic delivery. Pitching on middle and leg and hitting off. Rafiq didn't know what happened. Saqlain certainly did. 126 for 8.
Day cricket. Should be 2. A heave by Saifuddin. Bangladesh need every run that they can get.
Well, Saqlain won't mind that. He has a chance of picking up another wicket here. His 150th. Amazing how quickly it can come. And that delivery, it's very few people have really picked it.
That's a hit which went clear of the fielder. He almost got to it, and it's gone for 4. Could have been his 150th wicket. Afridi lunging at it the last minute, but the ball cleared his hands.
Result of that, allowing them the second run. This time, it's a clean-up job by Aqib Javed. Batsmen, they're getting a little over-ambitious. The Prime Minister not liking it. She still manages a smile. Bangladesh have lost their 9th wicket here. Masibul Hassania playing all over this one and having his leg stump knocked back. Aqib Javed here striking again for Pakistan. Bangladesh 134 for 9.
this wicket, which fell when was clean bowled. Hasibul was clean bowled. Very loud appeal for LBW, and he's out, and they are all out for 134.
Well, again, bang on target here. Aqib Javed with that delivery of full length. Zakir Hussain, the last man, and that's out. That would have hit the middle and leg stump. So he struck again. Up goes the dreaded finger of the umpire. So the Bangladesh innings comes to an end. Struck low on the pad. It's been a good performance here by Pakistan. Good performance by their bowlers. Good all-round effort. The spinners doing a very good job. And Aqib Javed coming towards the end of the innings. And
I think we'll have a very short day, because we have seen him bat, and some of the innings that I have seen, the power that he gets is amazing. He's such a powerful hitter. And that's the other one, Saeed Anwar, a classy left-hander. And in my opinion, he's in the top 5. I've seen him play both in one-day cricket as well as in test cricket. And he sure is a very exquisite bat to watch.
Proceedings about to start. Hasibul Hussain to do that. It's a wide. First up, so not the best possible start for Bangladesh. Quite an easy start for Pakistan. Yes, I'd agree with you, Asif, as we just watched the replay here, and you could see why it has been called a wide. Saeed Anwar, I think, is one of the top handful of batsmen in world cricket, and I don't think we've seen the best of him yet either.
No, we haven't, and I was one of the fortunate ones to see him score that 194 at Chennai, the Independence Cup against India. It was a remarkable innings.
Yes, a slight difference in temperature that day to this. It was something in the vicinity of 40 odd degrees even in the evening. Chennai, when he did that. 194. Just striving a little bit too hard for some extra pace. Swing and a miss from Afridi. That's what we see him do. Anything wide of the stumps, he gives it a full flow of the bat.
Yes, as we'll see here, that ball was well outside his off stump, and there was enough width for him to go for it. And I tell you, if he had got a hold of that would have whizzed past the closing fielders. And also when anything is pitched right up to him, that also disappears.
This is the one that goes through the mid-wicket region. Quite a big gap there. He's just got enough power. No, doesn't quite get to the boundary. They'll be running for 3. Yes, a misfield again. So 5 runs coming so far. He's touching the ball now. Touch and go. Had the foot over the rope. That will mean that the umpires will signal the boundary 4. And Cowie from New Zealand, the third umpire there on the right of the screen. Mike Deness on the left-hand side there. The scholarly gentleman is the referee from the ICC for this match.
After the opening is account for the boundary.
In now, Saeed Anwar. That's not a good place to bowl to any top-class player. They don't miss those opportunities.
And that's the class of Saeed Anwar. He doesn't slog, he doesn't really use much of any kind of power. It's just timing, beautiful timing and beautiful placement. And that's what has made him a class batsman. And Saifuddin here, giving him on his legs, he's very strong there. He's a strong player all round. He has got strokes, he's got very good defense, he's a very good timer of the ball.
Going around the wicket now to the left-handed Anwar. And again, we can't afford to bowl there. Two balls, two boundaries. At this rate, mightn't be long before Pakistan pass the total.
And once again, Saeed Anwar this time showing that the placement, knowing the fielder has been taken away from there and is put a little bit squarish, but the bowler coming round the wicket, and Saeed Anwar making sure that this time the touch is such that the ball goes finer, picking up 4 more runs.
Time through the offside. Marvellous shot. Just shows why he's rated as one of the better players in world cricket at the moment. He plays well on both sides of the wicket. He plays well off the front and the back foot.
An interesting thing, Greg, is that even in Test cricket when he's playing, he plays in similar fashion without taking too many risks. He plays beautiful shots, and as we have seen there, this time on the offside, 3 balls, 3 falls, and at this rate, every likelihood that Pakistan would romp home, and with plenty of overs remaining.
Akram, the captain, just rearranging the field. It was good to see him just go over and have a talk to his bowler as well, just try and settle him down. Well, that's got to be a wide. So it's a very nervous start for Spurden here. He's just not able to get the thing right where he'd like it. 2 on the leg stump, then a half volley on off stump, and now a wide.
In the form of no balls and wides, but also they didn't allow the batsman to score freely. Whereas here, Saeed Anwar is taking the bowling to pieces. 4th boundary in this over. And all of them beautiful shots, nicely executed, beautifully placed, perfect timing.
Actually, Afridi could learn quite a bit from watching Saeed Anwar. You don't have to hit the ball hard to get it to go to the boundary. Timing and placement is what it's all about. You don't get any more runs for it hitting the rope or the hoardings at 100 miles an hour than if it gets there at 10 miles an hour. The important thing is timing, placement and balance. And I think if Afridi can just learn that from watching his partner, then he'll be an even more dangerous player in one-day cricket. Might even be more than useful as a test match player. Certainly has some talent, but Saeed Anwar has plenty. And that was very close to being other wide. In fact, very close to being other boundary down the leg side. Saeed Anwar will be disappointed, and the bowler is rather frustrated. He realises that he's got away with murder there.
And I'm sure Saeed Anwar must have felt disappointed not getting enough bat on it. But on the other hand, the bowler may feel that there was a dot ball, and he may be able to concentrate even better to make sure that he gets another dot ball in front of his name.
Well, a better finish to the over. 17 runs from it, 23 without loss. Anwar rechecking his guard. And then when it's not there, he really hasn't got anything to fall back on. He's just got to relax a little bit more, play more cricket shots. Want to hit them in the air, he can, but there's another example. Him trying to force it when it wasn't there. Very nearly got himself out. 30 for none. After 4 overs. Oh, that's a very good shot from Saeed Anwar. Another lesson for Afridi if he's watching. It's picking off the bad balls is what the art of batting is all about. It doesn't matter whether it's a test match or a one-day international. If they bowl you a bad ball, you've got to put it away.
And as you mentioned, Afridi is so fortunate to have a player like that, like Saeed Anwar opening with him, and he can learn so much from Saeed. You don't really have to create a bad ball. If it's there, you hit it, and if it's not there, you just play sensible cricket, and that's what Saeed has done so far. In 12 balls, he has already scored 22, and not one of them was a slog shot.
Well, rather disappointing here for Bangladesh. I think they're just trying too hard.
Bowling around the wicket.
They need to bowl intelligently, which means they must bowl straight for a start. Consistent length so that the fielders can be put in the right position. Captains can't set fields for bad bowling. Again, the timing is not quite there this time. The placement pretty good. The runs are coming without any great effort for Pakistan so far. Ball hit the stumps. This time he's decided to attack. It's down the wicket to the bowler before the ball is bowled. That's the way we're used to seeing him bat in limited overs internationals.
And that's the only way he knows how to bat. And he can't be sort of tied down for long. He can't just stand there and watch Syed Anwar just hitting boundaries. He has to come into the act. And this time he's middling the ball and finding the vacant area to pick up 4 more runs.
It's the replay again. It was worth calling for a third umpire, I would have thought. Freedy just holding back with the slower ball there.
Watching it, they're listening to the commentary, but they're also following what's happening in the middle there.
That's in the air, could well be out. Yes, he's taken the catch. Sanwar has taken the catch, and Afridi has done it again. Trying to be too aggressive. He's holed out into the covers. Rather disappointing for the young man, but he's going to have a lot of disappointments if he continues to take risks as he's done on that occasion. So success for Saifuddin after a disappointing start for him. He'll be pleased to see that, relieved to see that ball go in the air. Sanwar made good ground, watching the ball all the way, judged it pretty well, just kept it in the hands. The first wicket has fallen, 43 for 1.
Get on the job the same as his partner and paid the penalty.
Deafening roar there from the crowd, and rightfully and correctly supporting the home side. That's a fine shot. Square of the wicket, third man running round, will cut it off. He does so with his boot, but they go back for the second.
Bowler. It wasn't a bad ploy. Nice and full, looking for the gully fielder to come into operation with a catch, but Sohail equal to the task. Or was it Anwar?
Driven straight past the bowler, who couldn't get down in time, and it's going to be 4 runs to the mid-on boundary. Beautiful timing and a lovely shot.
That's the problem the Bangladesh bowlers have got. Anything over pitched, full, but just straight off the middle, just a little flick of the wrists. Delightful timing. Bowler thought about getting down to it, and the ball was just came onto him just that much quicker. He just didn't have time to do it. So that's the kind of timing you need, and the 50 up for Pakistan in just 7.4 overs.
Chops that one down to third man. Both these batsmen must be looking for the finals now.
It's just angling it away, waiting for it. Not really wide enough to play a full-blooded cut shot, just angling it away. And these two very experienced left-handers, they know the job that's got to be done, and I don't think we'll see too many risks being taken. They'll certainly put away the bad ball.
It's well bowled. Run rate dropping to below 6. That's a lovely shot. It's going to be 4 runs.
That's the over.
Just be thinking line and length, and then have a plan on the various batsmen.
Khalid Mahmood, the bowler. And it's past him uppishly. 2 runs.
Well, this is what so often happens. A bowler with much lesser pace. The batsman just not used to it, not taking their time. Threw the shot just too quickly. She's threw the shot and that went in the air for quite some time. Never any real danger of a catch, but it's the change of pace caught him there.
And this time he's got the pace and understood it well. 4 runs to the square leg fence.
Mahmood can't afford to pitch it there, not at his pace. That's far too short. We see just plenty of time side Anwar. There's no support in the deep. It fairly raced away. In fact, it only bounced about a yard inside the boundary, nearly a 6.
So is 7th for. That's a wide down the leg side.
So each one of these bowlers have really struggled in their first over. We saw the 2 opening bowlers, and again here, just striving for too much. He fired up on the occasion. Before they get line and length, that's what they've got to have in their minds.
No ball!
It's a no ball. And it's going to be 4 runs to the long leg boundary.
So Mahmood really struggling here. He's bowled a wide and a no ball. He's also given away a boundary, so he really is struggling in this over. Pakistan racing away. See this one? Just being tickled down the leg side.
So say 3 short of his 50. That's the Bangladesh captain. He's got a job on his hands. Straight to square leg. Strays down the leg side.
Excellent piece of fielding. Cut it down to just the 1. Quite a lot of ground to make up because that ball went fine, just drifting down the leg side.
8 fours in it. There's 47 so far, so it's been a bright innings. Lovely shots. Down the wicket he comes. And that's going to be 4. Just 1 bounce over the boundary line, and that's the 50 for Saeed Anwar. What a wonderful 50. And his 21st 50.
Yes, and he's looking at every opportunity to come down the wicket. Long on this while. In fact, he's been moved a bit straighter now. Just wasn't able to get around. Only bounced a yard short of being a 6. So a very well timed shot from Saeed Anwar.
85 for 1.
From the situation Bangladesh are facing at the moment.
Perhaps they're rushing away then. That's up and over the infield. That should get all the way to the boundary. He's picked the gap pretty well. Russell Tiffin from Zimbabwe.
Bemused look on the face of the bowler there, being hoisted away. Another look at it from the top. It's pulled away over the head of the infield and straight to the deep mid-wicket boundary. So that's a good thing for Amir Sohail, because he's got a boundary under his belt and he'll be more confident. He's got 2 actually, 15 of 29 balls.
Tries it again. That was a faster delivery. The arm ball nearly getting him into trouble.
It's up to international opposition, which they haven't had prior to getting their one-day international status. Now they've got it. There's more chances of playing in different countries under different conditions. And as soon as they have more tours abroad and other teams start coming in at different levels, under 16, under 19 levels, I'm sure that the learning curve is going to get a little straighter and they're going to reach the target they want as fast as possible, as soon as possible.
There's no doubt there's a very good example for them to follow, that of Sri Lanka, who not that long ago were the minnows of international cricket, and all of a sudden they're winning. It's coming up to the end of the 17th over. And that's 8 runs from the over and brings up the 100 for the loss of 1 wicket. Bangladesh up and over again. Saeed Anwar, consummate player at this level, very, very experienced and very capable.
He had a good look at the first 3 balls of the over and then just took a step forward, danced down the wicket and played that lofted shot over the mid-wicket region. No problems for Saeed Anwar. Again, he just pushes the ball away and ambles across for another single.
Side often happens on a slowish wicket. Missed opportunity there, but they'll get a bye. Well, we've had some real problems with the weather here, but Amir Sohail has no problem with that one. Each of the 3 games so far has been delayed by fog and cold weather. But there are always a few hardy souls around. Somebody's decided that
1 run per over.
this time he goes straight down the ground, but can't beat Sanwar at mid-off. So they can't get off the Nelson.
To chase in 41 overs, and when you have players of this quality, I feel that there is no need to send a pinch hitter, because
Oh, magnificent shot. Well, quality player. There's no need to even chase that one. Fairly raced over the boundary, curved into line, picked the gap and just smashed it through.
that was a magnificent shot. Everything perfect there, nicely balanced, middling it, and the moment left the bat, he knew it, and the fielder knew it, that there's no need to chase. Beautiful strokes, all those boundaries, all the 12 hits to the boundary, they were perfectly timed and perfectly placed. 67 of 64 balls, magnificent performance by Saeed Anwar.
So, just 4 off the over and put them away. Ultimately, you get out trying to play a silly shot. That'll be 4. He's got that wide of the fielder. Just timed it to perfection. Again, not a lot of effort into that shot. Just helping it on its way. Just does time the ball so supremely.
It's nicely struck there by Amir Sohail, and he missed out on the previous delivery when it was shot and outside the off stump. He tried to hit it hard rather than try and time it and place it. He corrected that next delivery when he swept it beautifully past the closing fielder and picked up 4 runs, and once again driving it to long off and taking a comfortable single. Pakistan at the moment is just cruising short of the target.
So there he goes over the top, just chipped it, and that'll be 9 off the over. So Pakistan racing towards that target of 134, 126 for 1.
8 cricketers who are willing to put everything in, and Amir Sohail this time helping himself to a short delivery from Aminul, picking up 4 more runs in the process. But I think Bangladesh will come out a better team after participating in this Coca-Cola Independence Cup.
Well, that's just far too short, and it's outside the leg stump to boot. So for players of this class, it's just nowhere to hide. If you're going to bowl that sort of delivery, it's going to disappear to the boundary every single time. Mahmood must get it onto the off stump. That's a better one. It's still not quite the right line. It's still tending to drift a little bit into the legs. These players are just supreme. Just done so easily. 2 quality players, and we'll enjoy watching them in the finals. Well, that's a lucky one, and it'll go for 4 too. difficult enough when you're playing against players of this quality, but when there's no luck running with you, that's what happens. So Pakistan 100. And that's it. That'll be the winning runs.
How was that?
How was that? Well, I don't think they'll call for the replay. I think he was in. No, the umpire's not calling for it, and that's it. Pakistan winning this game by 9 wickets, and very comfortably in the 25th over. So a comprehensive victory, and Pakistan will play India in the finals. Those will be very good matches. Nice to see the Pakistan manager smiling. 2 umpires there collecting all the gear. So Pakistan comprehensive winners by 9 wickets. They really have played well.
Mr. Hanif, the Mayor of Dhaka City.
Stand for a while.